الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده وصلوات الله وسلامه عليه. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. So once again we're grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the opportunity to still be alive and to be Muslims and to be blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to come to one of his houses to worship him and to learn about our deen. So this is the fifth session in our class of Tajweed, and the chapter that we started 2 weeks ago or 2 sessions ago is this chapter that we call Ahkamun Nun Sakinati wa Tanween. As we reminded one another last week, so this title will be with us for a while, right? That's what we said. And then we'll talk about the rules. So Ahkamun Nun Sakinati, just to review and really bring up to date some of the brothers and the sisters who are not here. So Ahkamun Nun Sakinati, the way we defined it was Ahkam is, what is the meaning of Ahkam?
Rules.
Rules, right? So the rules of An-Nun Sakina wa Tanween. So An-Nun Sakina, as the Sheikh defined it for us, is An-Nun Al-Khaliya min Al-Haraka. It is the Nun that is devoid of vowels. So it does not have a Fatha, or it does not have a Kasra, or it does not have a Dhamma. It's a Nun that has a Sukoon. And At-Tanween, he defined for us by saying that At-Tanween نون ساكنة زائدة تلحق آخر الأسماء لفظا لا خطا وهي عبارة عن ضمتين أو الكسرتين أو الفتحتين. So tanween by definition is actually a noun that has a sukoon that you will find only in the last letter of nouns in Arabic, right? So you will never find a tanween in Arabic verbs or in Arabic letters. So at-tanween min alamat al-ism when you learn Arabic grammar, inshallah. So, and it is spoken but not written. So when you will see 2 fatha, or you will see 2 kasra, or you will see 2 dhamma. But implicit in the reading is a nun that has a sukoon that we read but we don't write. So it makes sense that all the rules that pertain to nun that has a sukoon do also pertain to at-tanween. That's why they're all lumped together. And the Sheikh told us that there are 4 rules that we need to keep in mind when it comes to an-nun sakina wa tanween. So whenever in the Quran I see a nun that has a sukoon, or I see a tanween, I have to think about these 4 rules. So the first one was al-izhar. So al-izhar he defined for us by saying, and remember, he will always give us a definition that is based on the Arabic language. So lughatan, the linguistic definition, and then he gives us a functional definition or a contextual definition as it pertains to the science of at-tajweed. So he told us al-izhar huwa al-bayan. Al-izhar is to make something clear, right? So if I have something, my phone now, that is hidden, if I do this, I can say al-hartu hatifi. So now my phone is visible. So, but when we talk about al-izhar in at-tajweed, in the science of tajweed, what it means is ikhraju kulli harfin min makhrajihi min ghayruhunna. It is to pronounce every letter exactly where it is supposed to come out. And there is going to be a chapter on where the letters of the Arabic come from in terms of the anatomy of the human body. So it is to pronounce the letter exactly where it is supposed to come out from, بِغَيْرِ غُنَّ أو مِنْ غَيْرِ غُنَّ, without any غُنَّ. So there is not that sound that I hear when I say بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. So al-ghunna, to which we'll devote a chapter, we don't have in al-izhar. And he told us that al-izhar has 6 letters. These letters are al-hamza, al-ha, al-ha, al-kha, al-ayn, al-ghayn. What it means is if I see a noon that has a sukoon in Quran, or if I see a tanween in a Quran, and it's followed by either a hamza, or a ha, or a ha, or a kha, or a ayin, or a ghayin, of the rules of an-nun sakin wa tanween, the one I will apply will be al-ilha. So that's what we mean. So what it means is that I see a nun that has a sukoon in Al-Quran, and then, or I see a tanween, and then if the letter that comes immediately after it is one of these 6 letters of al-ilha, then I apply the rule of ilha. So meaning that I will read the nun naturally, just like the Arabs would read it, without any rule. And the second chapter that we studied last week was al-idgham, which is the second rule. Remember, we had 4 rules: al-idgham, al-idgham, al-iqlab, and al-ikhfa. So last week we studied the second chapter. That's the reason why today he says al-idgham. So this is a sukoon, al-idgham, right? So al-idgham he defined for us, and the way he defined it for us is naturally the way that he does everything, right? So he gives us a linguistic definition. He says when the Arabs say al-idgham, what do they mean? It means idkhalu shay'in fi shay'in, to take something and put it in something else. So here's now my phone, which is visible. Now adghamtu hatifi fi jaybi, it means I've taken my phone and I've put it in my pocket. So al-idgham in Arabic means to take something, put it in something. Now in the science of Tajweed, what does it mean? What it means is iltiqa'u harfin sakin biharfin mutaharrik bihaythu yasirani harfan wahidan mushaddada. So it is to have one letter, the meaning of a letter that has a sukoon. In our context, it is the noon that has a sukoon, or the noon that has a sukoon that is implicit in the tanween. So it meets another letter that has a vowel other than a sukoon. It either has a fatha, or it has a kasra, or it has a dhamma. So when I have that, and these 2 letters, they meet together to the point where they become one letter that has a shadda, that is the way that we define al-idgham. And then he told us that al-idgham, just like al-ilhar, has 6 letters. And these letters are al-ya, al-ra, al-mim, al-lam, al-waw, and nun. And the word that helps us remember this is Yarmalun. Excellent. So the letters that compose the word Yarmalun are the letters of al-idgham. But now al-idgham though is different from al-ilha, in the sense that there is not just one kind of al-idgham. He told us that there are 2 kinds of al-idgham. There is what is called al-idgham bi-ghunna, al-idgham in which you have a ghunna, and al-idgham bi-ghayri ghunna, or al-idgham bi-ghayri ghunnati. Last week we talked about al-idgham bi-ghunna, right? So al-idgham bi-ghunna, if you take the 6 letters of Yarmalun, 4 of them belong to al-idgham bi-ghunna, and the 4 letters that belong to them are al-ya, al-nun, al-mim, al-waw. And the word that helps us remember it is yanmu. Excellent. So the 4 letters that compose the word yanmu are the letters of al-idgham bi-ghunna. So when I have a nun that has a sukoon, or I have a tanween, and it is followed by either a ya, or a nun, or a mim, or a waw, then I apply the rule of al-idgham bi-ghunna. But now though, he told us about an exception, that the nun that has the sukoon, and the ya, or the nun, or the mim, or the waw that follows it, they have to be in 2 separate words, right? That's the reason why we have 4 words in the Quran that are exceptions. And the 4 words are dunya, qinwan, sinwan, bunyan, right? So those 4 words, we don't say wamal hayatu dunya. That's not right? We don't say qinwan. So we say ad-dunya, we say qinwan, we say sinwan, we say bunyan. So the rule of al-idgham bi-ghunna applies when the noon that has the sukoon is in a separate word from the letter that follows it. And the letter has to be one of these 4 letters, which are al-ya, al-nun, al-mim, and al-waw. So today then, what do we want to learn about? The second kind of? بغير غنة, exactly. So, and today that's what she's going to teach us. And then what we'll do, inshallah, because it is relatively short, is, remember last week we did not do the homework. And some people were not happy that we did not do the homework. So inshallah, today what we'll do, we'll start, after we finished it, we'll start from Al-Fatiha. And I'll read, and every ayah I'll ask you, is there a nun that has a sukoon or a tanween? And you tell me, all of us will open our masahif, right? We'll open our Qurans. And then you tell me, if there is a nun that has sukoon, we will take one volunteer. So we have a nun that has a sukoon. What letter follows it? It is a letter of al-idhar. We say we have a case of al-idhar. If it is a letter of al-idgham, we say we have al-idgham. But now what kind of idgham do we have? Do we have al-idgham bi-ghunna or bi-ghayr ghunna? So that's what we'll do, inshallah. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Inshallah. So now let's turn to al-idgham bi-ghayr ghunna. So al-idgham. So this is something that we saw. So we're still talking about the second rule. So remember, so this is part of the 4 rules of an-nun as-sakina wa tanween. Remember always the 4 rules. They have to be second nature. Al-idgham, al-idgham, al-iqlab, al-ikhfa. So we're still talking about the second rule of ahkamun nun as-sakinati wa tanween. And of this second rule, we're talking about its second kind. Because the first one that we talked about was al-idgham bi-ghunna, that has 4 letters: ya, nun, mim, and waw. Now al-idgham bi-ghayr ghunna, he says lahu harfan. It has 2 letters, and these 2 letters are al-lam and al-ra. So these 2 letters came from which word? So what are the 6 letters of al-idgham? Yarmalun. So these letters, were they in Yarmaluna?
Yes.
So they were in Yarmaluna. So now the math makes sense. We took 4 for al-idgham bi-ghunna. We were left with 2, and the 2 are the letters of al-idgham bi-ghayr ghunna. So it's very simple for me now to remember, right? So I just need to remember Yarmalun. They're the 6 letters of al-idgham. And of Yarmalun, I need to remember Yanmo. They're the 4 letters of al-idgham bi-ghayr ghunna, and bi-ghunna. And then I have al-lam and al-ra, and they're the 2 letters of al-idgham bi-ghayr ghunna. Does that make sense? So now he gives us examples. So example of al-lam. So here we have milladun. So here we have a nun that has a sukoon, and it's followed by a lam. So here we have what kind of idgham? Al-idgham bi-ghayr ghunna. So now what happens here? So what happens here is he tells us that we have idgham and we don't have a ghunna. So the nun here will go completely into the lam, and we don't stop. We don't have that sound. So here I say milladun. It's as if this nun did not exist. I move from the mi all the way to the lam that has the shadda. It's as if the nun did not exist, right? So in my wording, you should not hear an sound. You move straight from the mim to the lam that has a shadda. Milladun. And I don't say mil, because if I do that, it defeats the purpose of bighayr ghunna, right? So milladun. And then here's an example of tanween. So here we have a tanween, and it's followed by a lam. So if I have a tanween followed by a lam, I know that I have a case of al-idgham. Which kind of idgham do I have? I have a case of al-idgham bi-ghayr ghunna, because I know that lam is one of the 2 letters of al-idgham bi-ghayr ghunna. So here I say alif lam mim dhalika al-kitab la rayba fihi hudan lil-muttaqin. So I don't say hudan lil-muttaqin. That's a mistake, right? Because I do not do the idgham, and I don't say hudan. I don't spend that time because I don't have that bighayr ghunna. So I just say it's as if I move from the dal to the lam. Hudan lil-muttaqin. So there is no reason why I should spend time there. I don't say hudan. No, that's a mistake. So hudan hudan, right? You with me? So let's take the second letter. Examples of the second letter. Ar-ra. So here we have a nun that has a sukoon. It's followed by a ra. So the same thing applies. So the nun goes completely into the ra. And then here, when I talk, you don't hear the ra. I move from a mim to a ra that has a shadda. So I don't say min rabbihim, that's a mistake because I did not do the idgham. I say min rabbihim, min rabbihim, min rabbihim, right? Min rabbihim, and I don't say min rabb, so I don't spend that time. So that's a mistake as well. So now here's an example of tanween. So we have a tanween followed by a ra. So here, the noon that has a sukoon that is inside of the tanween, that I will say naturally, I will not pronounce it. So I move from all the way from the here to the ra. So actually, here's an example. What do we have here? We have a. Why do we have an al-ilhar here? So ayin is one of the 6 letters of al-ilhar. So I say min ghafurir rahim, min ghafurir rahim, right? So I don't spend any time here because al-ilhar by definition ikhraju kulli harfin min makhrajihi bi ghayri ghunna or min ghayri ghunna. So here I don't spend any time. So I don't say min ghafurir rahim, ghafurir rahim, without saying min ghafurir. So that's a mistake, right? Ghafurir rahim. You with me? Let's see it again. So the second kind of idgham we're talking about, the first one we learned, it is al-idghamu bi ghunna, where we have 4 letters. When they follow a noon that has a sukoon, or they follow a tanween, then we have a case of al-idgham bi ghunna. And the 4 letters are ya, noon, mim, and waw. And here, al-idghamu bi ghayri ghunna takes the last 2 letters from the word yarmalun. And the last 2 letters, the letters that we are left with when we take yarmu, are al-lam, al-ra. Examples here, milladun. So the noon goes completely, no n sound whatsoever, right? From mim to lam that has a shadda. And this is how you will see it written in the Quran. You will not see a sukoon here, and you will see the shadda. So milladun hudan lil muttaqin. Example of ra, min rabbihim, min rabbihim, min ghafurir rahim, min ghafurir rahim, right? And now he gives us some synonyms. He says al-idghamu bi ghunna is otherwise called al-idghamu naqis. These are synonyms. So at some point in time, I'll expect you to use whichever one you want. Al-idghamu bi ghunna or al-idghamu an-naqis. So these 2 are synonyms, and we'll see what they mean. And al-idghamu bi ghayri ghunna is al-idghamu al-kamil, right? What does the word an-naqis mean in Arabic? Incomplete, right? Incomplete. And al-kamil, complete. Does it make sense that al-idghamu bi ghunna is incomplete? It's incomplete. Does the noon completely go inside the ya? No, right? You will still hear, right? Right? We hear that. The noon. Right? So you still hear the noon sound. You still hear, and you have the ghunna, right? So it is incomplete. But in al-idghamu bi ghayri ghunna, the noon goes completely inside of the lam. You don't hear it anymore. So that makes sense that this is called milladun, right? When I say there is no noon anymore, right? So this is al-idgham bi ghunna, is otherwise known as al-idgham naqis, and al-idgham bi ghayri ghunna is otherwise known as al-idgham al-kamil, right? Let's go over it again, and then inshallah we'll open our masahif and then do the homework inshallah, and the homework will be both on al-idgham and al-idgham. And when we talk about al-idgham, it is going to be both al-idgham bi ghunna and bi ghayri ghunna. Beautiful. So ahkamu nun as-sakinati wat tanwin. So we're still talking about the rules of noon that has a sukoon and tanween. And we're still talking about the second rule. The first rule we learned was al-idhar. And last week we studied the second rule, which is al-idgham. And the idgham he defined for us. It means in the Arabic language to take something and put it in something else. And in Tajweed it means the meaning of a letter that has a sukoon with another letter that has a vowel other than a sukoon, to the point where they become one letter that has a shadda. And this al-idgham, wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, has 6 letters, just like al-idhar did. And the 6 letters, the way I remember it is the word yarmalun. Al-ya, al-ra, al-mim, al-lam, al-waw, and al-nun. So these are the 6 letters. Now there are 2 kinds of al-idgham, unlike al-idhar. The first kind is called al-idgham bi-ghunna. And of the 6 letters of yarmalun, we take 4 and we give them to al-idgham bi-ghunna. And these 4 letters are ya, nun, mim, waw. So the word that helps me remember is yanmu. And then we have al-idgham bi-ghayri ghunna. And it has 2 letters, al-lam, al-ra. And these are examples that we've seen. Milladunu. So the nun goes completely inside the lam, right? And then here also we have an example. Mudallil muddaqil. So the same thing. The tanween, the nun that is in the tanween, that is spoken but not written, goes completely inside of the lam. And the same thing with the ra. So the nun goes completely, we say min rabbihim. And then here also, the same thing we have. And these are synonyms. Al-idghamu bi-ghunna, we call al-idghamu nafis. And al-idghamu bi-ghayri ghunna, we call al-idghamu kamil. Excellent. We're there? Now let's open our masahib. Let's all grab a Quran, inshallah. And then we'll do homeworks.
Continue recording or that's it? You want to continue?
We can record it. We can. So the homework will pertain to everybody, even those who are not here. At this point in time, they should open. Those who are watching it, they should open Ayman. They should open their Musaf and then follow and then wait. All right. So let's open Al-Fatiha. So we are there, Al-Fatiha, right? So now I'll read one ayah, and then you tell me if there is a nun that has a sukoon. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Is there a nun that has a sukoon there or a tanween?
No.
No? No. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. How about there? No? Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
No.
I'm the student, you're the professors. So you tell me, I'll move when you say no, and when you say yes, I'll stop. No? Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in.
No.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم
No.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. Yes, now who wants to take this one?
Me.
Ala, please go ahead. So what do we have here?
We have idhar.
Al-Idhar. In which word?
An'amta.
An'amta. Why do we have Al-Idhar?
Because we have ayn. Ayn after nun section.
So we have Ayin. We have a nun that has a sukun, and it's followed by Al-Ayin. And Al-Ayin is one of the letters of Al-Idhar. So the way I read it correctly is صراط الذين أنعمت, right? I don't say أنعمت, right? Beautiful, mashallah. So that's how we'll do it as we move. So we say we have a nun that has a sukun, or we have a tanween. And then it's followed by this letter. And this letter is one of the letters of Al-Idhar or Al-Idgham. You ready? One word, yes, it applies. Yes, yes. It's not like Al-Idgham, yes. So he's asking, even if we have the nun that has a sukoon and the letter that follows it in one word, exactly, we still apply the rule of al-idhar. So let's continue. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Ameen. Do we have?
You repeat the ayah, right?
No.
You repeat the ayah, yes. You don't repeat it. It's tricky.
So we don't. So An'amta. So let's open Surah An-Nas. Let's go all the way to Surah An-Nas. We'll climb our way up. Help my neighbor find Surah An-Nas.
Last one.
We should keep that aside. So are we there? So let's do it. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. Any case. So remember, we're looking for nun that has a sukoon or a tanween. Even those who are following. So I expect everybody is opening their mushaf now, right? So قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ.
No.
مَلِكِ النَّاسِ.
No.
إله الناس.
No.
من شر الوسواس الخناس.
You have
We have a
إخفاء.
nun that has a sukoon.
have إخفاء.
What is it followed by? Shin. Is Shin one of the letters of al-idhar? Is Shin one of the letters of al-idgham?
No.
So Shin is not for today. So let's continue. من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
إظهار
Yeah.
من الجن.
Do we?
No, it's not
Okay.
second.
So next surah. Which surah comes next? Help me. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ. An example?
No.
No? مِن شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ.
إخفاء من شر.
We have. So we have a nun that has a sukoon. It's followed by what?
Shin.
Shin. So we said that Shin is not one of the letters of Al, and it is not one of the letters of Al-Idgham. So Shin is not
Today.
for today. وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ.
غاسق إذا إظهار.
What do we have?
تنوين.
So we'll take one student per. So who wants to take this one? Imam? Mhm. So we have an example of a nun that has a sukoon. It's followed by which letter? Shin. So Shin still not eligible to be a letter of al-idhar or al-idgham. So we'll keep Shin to the future, inshallah. And then Imam says we have a tanween, and the tanween is followed by al-hamza. So what do we have here? What rule? So we have al-idhar. So وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ. So the qaf here has Abu Bakr. It has a tanween. I is what follows, and al-hamza is one of the letters of al-idhar. So here I don't say وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ. That's a mistake. So from now on I cannot say that anymore, right? So I say وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا. So qin, I read it naturally, no ghunna. إِذَا وَقَبَ. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. You have an example? So we still have the shin, right? So let's skip it inshallah till it's time. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ. Sheikh, do you want to take this one?
Yeah. حاسد إذا حسد. الإظهار.
Al-Idhar. Why do we have Al-Idhar?
دم مفعول.
So we have a tanween?
Yeah, one of the letter of الإظهار.
Excellent. So Hasidin. So here we have a tanween. right, Abu Bakr? Abu Maryam. We have Hasidin, a Tanween, right, Muhammad? And then it's followed by a Hamza. And Hamza is one of the letters of Mansur al-Ilhar. So here I don't say, so this is a common mistake. People will say, وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ. Spend time. So now we know that we cannot spend time because we have a case of al-Ilhar. So I just read it naturally. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. So I don't spend time there, right, Hussein? Mori, we agree?
Yes.
Next surah. Which surah comes next? Help me. I'm the.
Ikhlas.
Which surah comes next? I hear Qul Huwallah and I hear Al-Ikhlas. Which one comes next? Al-Ikhlas. Excellent. Qul Huwallahu Ahad. No? Allahu Samad. What about Ahad? Do we have a tanween there?
If we continue only.
So that's complex. We'll come to it inshallah when we do the chapter. Excellent. Allahu Samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
Yes.
Abu Maryam, you want to take that one? We have a nunu sakina. Where? In which word? Yakul. Followed by a lam. Excellent. Beautiful. Very logical. He said we have a nun that has a sukun in yakun. It's followed by a lam, and it's an example of al-idgham bi ghayri gunna. Beautiful. And what else?
We have one followed by Hamza. So we have
Excellent. Beautiful. So not only do we have an example of al-idgham bi ghayri gunna, but we have an example of al-idhar in kufuwan. So kufuwan we have a tanween, and it's followed by a hamza, and hamza is one of the letters of al-idhar. You see now how it's going to be much more enjoyable when you read the Quran. So now you open any page and you know this, so but it helps though to remember the letters, huh? Does it not? So now when you open, and this is how we'll do the homeworks. So we'll go over this as we learn the rules. So we'll do this, and we build from this foundation, inshallah, up until we master the correct reading of the Quran. Which surah comes next? Surah
Masjid.
Masjid. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Do you have a nun that has a sukun or a tanween?
Lahabi wa tab.
Who wants? Abu Muhammad, you want to take this one?
Yes, what is the
Uh-huh. Beautiful. Excellent. So Abu Muhammad says, in the word lahabin, we have a tanween. And it's followed by a waw. And waw is one of the 4 letters of al-idgham bi gunna. So waw was one of ya, nun, mim, waw. So Abu Muhammad says that here we have a case of al-idgham bi gunna. So it means that I cannot say tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. So now that becomes a mistake. Ridwan, I cannot say that anymore, right? So I cannot say that anymore, right, Amadou? So I say tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Is that right?
No.
What is wrong about that?
Didn't spend 2 harakat on.
Excellent. So here I brought the idgham, but I did not do the gunna. So I want you to pay attention. As I read, I'll make mistakes intentionally, and I want you to correct me. So it's not tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. We don't say that. So we spend time. So tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Right? Ma aghna anhu maluhu wa ma kasab. Do you have an example here? No. Next ayah? I don't want to move to the next ayah.
Go back.
ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب.
Idhar.
We have, no, you want to take this one? Where do we have a nun that has a sukun or a tanween in that ayah? Beautiful. So in anhu, there is a nun that has a sukun, and it's followed by which letter? Al-ha. And al-ha is one of the letters of
Idhar.
al-idhar. So now when we were learning in the Quran class, and someone would say anhu, and Ustad would say, no, 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 don't say that. Now we know the reason. So here we have a case of al-idhar. So I say, ma aghna anhu maluhu wa ma kasab sayasla naran dhata lahab.
إخفاء نارا ذات
Do we have a case of noon that has a sukun or a tanween?
تنوين
We have, it's followed by what letter?
ذال
So al-dhal, is al-dhal one of the letters of al-idhar?
no
Is al-dhal one of the letters of al-idgham?
no
No. So we don't have a case of al-idhar or al-idgham here. So now let's do something. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب.
بيوة
Mansoor is smiling. He's happy. He loves the Quran. He's very happy. So what do we have now?
إدغام
We have al-idgham.
غنة
So we have al-idgham bi-ghunna. So when I join the two ayats, so lahabin has a tanween and wamra'atu starts with a waw. So here we have a case of al-idgham bi-ghunna. So I would say sayasla naran dhata lahabin wamra'atuhu hammalatal hatab. Right? في جيدها حبل من مسد. Do you have examples? Abu Bakr, you want to take this one? Go ahead, please. Excellent. Excellent. Beautiful. So Abu Bakr says, in Habalun, we have a tanween. And it's followed by a meme. And mim is one of the letters of al-idgham bi-ghunna. So Abu Bakr tells us here we have, so I cannot say, so Abu Bakr, can I say hablum min masad? I have to spend time, hablum min masad. Next surah. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. I hear I'm not finished yet. What did I leave? There is a noon by a mim. Uh-huh. Excellent, beautiful. So, you with me? So, excellent. So, Abu Bakr says that was not just the only example of al-idgham bi-ghunna. He said in mim masad. So, in min, we have a noon that has a sukun, and it's followed by a mim. So, here's another example of one of al-idgham bi-ghunna. So, the way I read the ayah is then, في جيدها حبل من مسد. So I should not be in a hurry, because in both of them I have the case of al-idgham. So if I say في جيدها حبل من مسد, what is my mistake? Min masad. So that was short, right? Right, Amru? We spent time. Next surah. Which surah? Surah Nasr. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح. Do we?
No
Do we have an example?
no
No. Beautiful. Beautiful. The young lady says no. MashaAllah. What's your name, young lady? Say? Farida. So Farida says no. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا.
no if you continue on
If you continue, right? Afwaja has a tanween, right? So if you continue, if I stop and we'll learn this. So if I stop, this is a chapter that is going to be a very big chapter as well. But what letter comes after it? Fa. So is fa one of the letters of al-idgham? No, is fa one of the letters of al-idgham? So okay, so we'll keep fa to next time, inshallah. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ تَوَّابًا. Do you have a tanween there?
Yes, we do, but it's
We do, huh? It's followed by what? By a? What follows it?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
By ba. Is ba one of the letters of al-idhar?
No.
Is it one of the letters of al-idgham?
No.
So we'll come back to it inshallah.
Clap.
Which surah comes next? Help me. قل يا أيها الكافرون. No? لا أعبد ما تعبدون
No.
ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد.
Antum.
What do we have? A noon that has a sukun or a tanween?
Noon has sukun.
So we have a noon sakina. What comes after it?
Ta.
Is ta one of the letters of al-idhar?
No.
Is it one of the letters of al-idgham? So let's keep it till next time inshallah. ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم.
Abidum ma.
Sini, you want to take this one? But you know it, huh? That's very good, mashallah. So he says, I cannot explain it, but I know it, mashallah. Abu Muhammad, you want to take this one?
Yes. We are going to move on part.
So in the word abidun, Abu Muhammad says we have a tanween.
It's followed by a meme.
It's followed by a meme.
The meme is one of the
Excellent. And meme is one of the letters of al-idgham bi-ghunna. So I say abidun ma abadtum wa la antum abiduna ma a'bud. So we saw that, right? So we'll keep it to its due time. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. Any noon that has any noon sakin or tanween? No. Which surah comes next? Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar.
No.
No? Fasalli li rabbika wanhar.
Anhar.
Oh, Farida says a big yes. So Farida, what do we have there? How old are you, Farida? Farida's 9, mashallah, Allah yubarik fi. So here we have in one harf, we have a noon that has a sukun, right? And it's followed by ha. And Uncle Noah will tell you that ha is one of the letters of al-idhar. Beautiful. So I say one harf, right? Did I say uncle? No. I said uncle? Daddy will say al-idhar. So, فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ. So, Saini, we know that we have a case of al-idhar here. إِنَّ شَانِئَكَ هُوَ الْأَبْتَرُ.
No.
Any example here?
No.
Which surah comes next? Ma'ud. أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يُكَذِّبُ بِالدِّينِ. نون الساكن أو تنوين. فَذَلِكَ الَّذِي يَدُعُّ الْيَتِيمَ وَلَا يَحُضُّ عَلَى طَعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ.
Idgham بغير غنة.
Abu Maryam, you want to take this one? What do we have? We have a tanween in which word? Fawailun, excellent. Followed by a lam. So we have a case of al-idgham bi ghayri ghunna. So then I don't say fawailun lil musallin. That's a mistake. And I don't say fawailul. I don't spend that time. So I just say فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ. So we have a nun as-sakina huna. It's followed by a sad. Sad does not look familiar to us, huh? We don't know sad. So we should leave sad at peace, huh? Okay, so let's move on. الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون. Do we have? ويمنعون الماعون. Do we have? So let's do our last surah inshallah. لإيلاف قريش.
Yes.
If you continue.
In Quraysh, what do we have?
Tanween.
We have a tanween, followed by what?
Hamza.
Hamza. So what do we have here?
إظهار.
لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف. What's wrong with that? I put one now, and here you just told me that I have al-izhar. So now let me read again. لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف. I pass?
Yes.
I pass?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. جزاكم الله خيرا. فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت. No? الذي أطعمهم من جوع.
Yes.
Where? What do we have? Tanween or Nun Sakina? Where do we have the Nun Sakina? Min. So we have a Nun Sakina followed by Jim. Is Jim one of the letters of Al-Idhar? No. Is it one of the letters of Al-Idgham? So we'll keep it till its time comes, right? So وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ خَوْفٍ.
من خوف.
I did not skip. I did it on purpose. I know that I did not skip. I know exactly that I did not skip. I'm doing it on purpose. We'll come back to that. But وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ خَوْفٍ. What do we have there?
من خوف.
Min khawf. Muhammad, you want to take that one? So we have a Nun Sakina in Min, followed by Kha. So Kha is one of the letters of Al-Idhar. So I say وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ خَوْفٍ. Now let's come back and see. We said Ju had a tanween. What letter comes after it? So now let me read it and you tell me what we have. فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. So in جوع وآمنهم. Who wants to take that one? Abu Bakr? What do we have? We have a tanween followed by a waw. Excellent. So Abu Bakr says, when I say Ju'i wa amanahum, I have an example of al-idgham bi ghunna, because I have a tanween, and that tanween is followed by a waw. MashaAllah, beautiful. We up to date, huh? So we said that we were going to go to Surah Al-Aliyah, but I think we did al-idhar and we did al-idgham. So that's beautiful. So now the homework. The rest of the homework will continue. So we'll do, when we go home, we'll do Surah Al-Fil and Al-Humaza, Surah Al-Asr, Al-Takathur, Al-Qari'ah, and Al-Adiyah. And we'll do exactly what we just did. And that's how we'll do the homework, Saini, right? Right? And Saini will convince us. Right? MashaAllah. So now, to recapitulate, right? So we have Ahkamun Nun Sakina wa Tanween, the rules of Nun Sakina wa Tanween. There are 4 of them: Al-Idhar, Al-Idgham, Al-Iqlab, and Al-Ikhfa, right? So, and for those who get it, you can find the previous classes online, right? When you go to review them. So Al-Idhar we learned, it has 6 letters. The 6 letters are Al-Ha, Al-Hamza, Al-Ha, Al-Kha, Al-Ayin, Al-Ghayin. And then we learned about Al-Idgham. Al-Idgham has 6 letters: Yarmalun, Al-Ya, Al-Ra, Al-Mim, Al-Lam, Al-Waw, and Al-Nun. And Al-Idgham has 2 kinds. There are 2 kinds of Al-Idgham. Bi-Ghunna has 4 letters: Ya, Noon, Mim, Wow, right Farida? And then we have Al-Idgham bighayri gunna. We just learned today it has two letters, Al-Lam and Al-Ra. And the thing that I need to remember about Al-Idgham bi gunna is there are 4 words in the Quran that are exceptions, right? Because the Noon there that has a sukoon is followed by the letter and they're in the same word. And those 4 words are Dunya, Hinwan, Sunwan, and Bunyan. So next week, inshallah, we'll learn Al-Iqlab. And the last thing is, he teaches us synonyms. So Al-Idgham bi gunna is the same as Al-Idgham al-Naqis. Al-Idgham bi ghayri gunna is the same as Al-Idgham al-Kamil. So inshallah next week we'll do Al-Iqlab and then we'll continue the homework inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.